AITA for making my daughter cancel her date. I'm a single dad and have been for about 9 years now. My daughter is 13 and is the single greatest thing to ever happen to me. About a week ago she said that this boy in her class wanted to know if she would be up to grab pizza on that Saturday. We don't really do anything for Thanksgiving, so logistically it worked out. She agreed to it. When she told me about this, I said that I wanted to meet this guy. She immediately got annoyed and asked why. I said that if a guy is asking my daughter out, I just want to be able to put a face to a name. I promised her it was not going to be some goofy, dad interrogates boyfriend and acts all scary shtick. I told her to tell him I wanted to meet him and just say, hi. She tells me she's told him. Saturday comes and I see her heading towards the door. I tell her to hold up and ask where her date is. She says he's outside and that they're going to bike ride to the pizza place. I ask why he's not coming to the door. She first tells me he's nervous and doesn't know what he'd say to me. I told her that, nice to meet you, is a good start. Her story changes and she tells me he just doesn't see why I have to meet him. I reiterate my why to her and ask her to go get him. She breaks down and tells me that she lied to me. She never told him I wanted to meet him because she thought it was stupid that I wanted to meet him. I told her to text him that the date was off. She said I wasn't allowed to do that. I asked her again to tell him. She started getting teary-eyed, texted him, told me I was mean and that she hated me and went to her room. When I told my sister what had happened, she thought I was in the wrong and said I should have let my daughter go on the date. AITA? NTA. You're being a good dad and watching out for her and she doesn't see it now. But she will in the future. She shouldn't have felt like she needed to lie. I would say that if she continues to be dodgy about not letting you meet this kid that likes her, then try to ask why. Just so you are aware, everyone's saying that you shouldn't casually meet who your 13-year-old child is hanging out with. Date or not, these are the folks you want to be wary of. If this friend refused to meet you, or your child refused to let you say hello, then your parent instincts were correct. Wow. Can I just say wow, the people on here? This is a scary thread. NTA. If she can't handle asking him to meet her parent, she isn't mature enough to be alone with a person you don't know. NTA. The shotgun shtick would have been behavior, of course. But I think it's just good parenting to meet who your child, of any gender, is going to hang out with and make sure they seem safe, etc. NTA. Your request was perfectly reasonable. She chose to lie to you and got upset when she was discovered. NTA. You want to meet the person who is going to take your teenager out on a date. Good for you. Your sister is wrong. If the date cannot come to the door and meet you, he is not worthy of your daughter. I had a great dad. He required this. We did not always agree, but he was 100% right about this. NTA. NTA. Your request is not overboard. She tried to bypass it. Honestly, you could have made her ask him to come in or walked out to meet him. You're the parent and are responsible for her well-being. NTA. She is a child. If he was outside, even if she hadn't told him, maybe she could have allowed you to walk her out and introduced yourself. However, it's possible she was lying about her age to this person if she didn't want you to meet them. Your request sounds more than reasonable for what I'd let my kids do at 13. Dang. I don't even know if I'd let my kids go anywhere alone at that age. Welcome to teenage years. Buckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. I let my kids know early on that I wasn't the cool mom, and that their health and safety would never be negotiable. That included meeting the parents if there was a house party. Mom, you're embarrassing me. Me. That's my job. This is how y'all end up with horrible teens at the YTA comments. No, you're not the asshole for insisting on meeting your barely teen daughter's date the first time that they go out. Not at all. NTA. I'm in my 20s now, but looking back to my parents also wanting to meet people that I was around beforehand, I understand it more now. It's nice that you care enough about her safety, and she's only 13. Sucks feeling like the bad guy, but her safety is more important in my opinion. I think you should just talk to her. NTA. Good job. All you wanted was to meet the guy. What if something happened you wouldn't even be able to give a description? NTA. Because any girl who is too worried about a guy's opinion to ask him to say hi to her dad is too worried about his opinion to say no to something she's not comfortable with later in the date, until she's confident enough to communicate honestly with a guy she likes. Please don't let her be alone with him. NTA. This was a very basic request, and I see no need for secrecy. Her lying about telling him is also a basis to cancel the date, and I bet she blamed you for it without telling boyfriend about the request, which would be another lie by omission. Police. So your daughter got missing after a pizza date? Got any extra info? Quote, Father. Nah, not really. Police. So the boy. What's his name? Father. Oh, didn't really ask that. Kyle or Kevin or something. Quote, Police. You. What did he look like then? Did you see his parents? Quote, Father. I have no clue. I just let her go out. NTA. NTA. This happened with our teen, too. It was a while before she got to go on a date. It took her that long to believe we were serious about the ground rules for her to date. Your daughter is only 13. Of course you need to meet the person she's going out with. She can't learn any sooner than now that you indeed mean what you say. BTW. Our daughter's dates were exactly who she said they were, but she had a friend that did try to pull the wool over her parents' eyes and go out with older guys that they would have said no to. NTA. No way I'd allow my 13-year-old child to go out on date without meeting him first also. No way I'd allow my 13-year-old child to go out on a date without supervision. NTA. This will be especially important in high school, as the kids she will be mingling with are anywhere from 13 up to 20 years old. I just don't understand. If he was outside on his bike, why didn't you just walk past your daughter and go outside to meet him?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.